Good afternoon, guys. What's going on? So, to start off the video today, we are already loaded up, chained up, ready to go. We're gonna go return the scrap truck to its rightful owner. So, somebody driving by. So, we're gonna go do that first thing, then we're gonna head back here. We'll see what John's up to. I think John is actually going to court yet again with his neighbors. So, we'll check back in on that whole scenario, but we'll get the Toho all warmed up, ready to go. We got to change the oil in that thing before we leave for vacation, because of course we're going to take that. I mean, we can't take the Mom-mobile, no way. So we got to change the oil in a tow rig, couple other little things. Let's get the day started. We have successfully made it
on the trailer
back home. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so we're gonna keep the audience up to date on. So you're going to court tonight.
So I'm going to court tonight. So guys, wish me luck. I mean, although the video's not getting posted until tomorrow, the damage will already done. But I just went on NJ.com and went on the idling fact sheet.
Johnny's representing himself.
I am. And I see, do all idling complaints result in violation? And it's blah, blah, blah. Also, the department cannot enforce the idling rule on the public roadways or on residential property.
Idling.
Booyah.
So they...
A little inappropriate, sorry.
And what better day to bring the scrap truck back home and idle it just a little bit more than on the day of court.
You know, I've seen a lot of mosquitoes lately.
The little bit that it did start, it literally was, it was running on my...
You know what this calls for, boys and girls? The pulling tractor.
The pulling tractor? Holy smokes, old John Deere gonna pull her in her hole. Well, she just doesn't want to go anymore. She's like, Johnny's had his way with me one too many times. All right, so before you pull out the old puller over here, everyone wants to know what the plan is. Because they're going to be like, is the scrap truck never going to come back? Is the blue truck ever going to come back? Is John going to go away forever? What's the plan? People are worried. They're a little concerned, but they need to be informed on what's going on.
I do too. All right, this is my game plan.
Is this like a firm game plan, or are you still brainstorming on plan?
I don't know. I'm like 70-30.
Okay, okay.
As of, what is today? Tuesday?
About 5 o'clock.
Tuesday. As of Tuesday, July 17th, 18th? Either way. My plan is to take the motor that I had built for the blue truck, short block. Right now it's just a short block. I'm going to clean that up. It has good male pistons with the fancy bigger
wider bowls.
I'm going to slam dog that together with the head off of that. If the head's good, take the cam out of that, take the pump out of that, take all the junk out of that, turbos, put it on that short block, build that up to a complete, slam dog that back in there, be good to go. Now, take my parts engine that I've been using for quite a while as a parts engine.
Oh, that poor thing.
Put that back together. I just got to slap a coat of paint on it, dude. I just got to slap a coat of paint on it, some billet freeze plugs.
That's all it.
The 12 mil pump, my stage 4 DDPs, you know, all that junk. Stock cam, stock pistons. I'll stud the head. I'll get the head O-ringed and whatnot.
So run that pretty much as stock. Pretty much
ish.
For the most part.
What that was. Ish.
Right. So you're gonna
before the 13 mil pump and all
right.
the timing. And then we'll slam it back in that because I already got all the parts powder coated. I got all the fancy stuff. The trans is ready. Clutch should get a.
So you're still planning on putting that truck back, the scrap truck, back together first before this, with that motor in there?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's all going to happen all kind of at once.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean that's got to come out to be built in here.
What's got to come out?
That motor.
Right. Oh, because you're okay.
That engine's got to come back out. And then I got to build it right here with the other one. Just put them side by side. Slam dog. And yeah, so that's
all right.
That's a tentative plan.
All right, that's tentative plan. So
we gotta get ready to race by September 17th.
Oh, for nationals?
I don't know, when's that? East Coast Diesel Nationals.
Is that your plan? Is that your your deadline to still race by then?
You know how many people are hitting me up trying to go in?
I didn't know. That's why I'm just trying. If we're gonna put a deadline on it, okay.
That's my game plan. It would be cool to.
How many weeks away is that?
I don't know. September 16th.
Okay.
Who cares about weeks? I mean,
so the next biggest event that we know for sure 100% is Englishtown Diesel Nationals coming up in September. We will definitely be there. That's the plan. So time to, where are you putting this thing? Right back in the grass over there? And she's back in her normal resting place. Now you guys can stop making fun of me about my truck holding down the concrete and make fun of John for the scrap truck holding down his nice asphalt. I said they can stop making fun of me about my truck holding down my garage floor and say scrap truck can hold down your asphalt.
Yeah, or hold down your trailer.
Yeah, and make sure my trailer deck stays freshly stained. Okay, bye. Bye, love you, bye. You get a little sunburn on your nose there, John?
Healing from.
Ooh, wow, yeah, look at that.
Oh, get out of here.
Let's get real up close on that.
Oh, get out of here.
All right. See you, love you. Well, I can't see the hand in my camera. I gotta.
There we go. What do we do? Normal handshake and a little finger blast. Okay. Normal handshake, little finger blast.
Okay, bye.
All right, thanks.
Bye, Daisy. You got it. You got it.
Be on the lookout.
Good luck with the no fun deleters.
Yeah. We'll be all right.
All right.
Superior Court, here I come.
Let me know how you make out. So, on our way home now, and no sooner do we get on the highway than do we start to sit in some non-stop traffic. So, yay! Hopefully this doesn't take too long because we got things to do when we get home. And got our little gas light there. We got no fuel, so we need to get fuel too. You ever worried about getting stuck in the middle of traffic with no fuel? Yeah. Yep. Alrighty guys, we made it out of the traffic. Probably to end up right back in traffic here at the old truck stop here, but we did not run out of fuel on the highway, which is always a plus. Let's choose the pick a lane who's gonna be in the shower. Well, I guess any spot is as good as any. This guy who's got his door open, maybe this guy will be a winner. Oh, do we have brake lights? Holy smokes, the miracle, people. That is resting right on the empty. Woo! Alrighty, and we are finally back home. Empty trailer. Mr. Snap-on, Mr. Ryan, I think, is actually going to come over here in a little bit. But we are going to get started on taking one of the front shocks out just to take some measurements. Because it's not factory suspension, the coils are lower in the front, and I have shock delete plates. And what I had to do on my pull truck as well is basically pull out a factory shock and kind of measure from your bottom mounting point to your top mounting point. That way you kind of know what your medium is. That way you can make sure you have enough travel up and down. These are shocks that Fleece recommends, and like the part number that's recommended for these Fleece shock tower delete plates. But seeing that I have cut coils on top of that, they're just there's not enough travel going down at all. So we need to fix that. We're going to get some nice dual adjustable racing shocks to further help dial in the front end and the lifting and all that stuff. So taking out the shock is the first step. Alrighty, so instead of pulling the shock just yet, I've been noticing some noise. Hey, Snap-on guy. So when my back window was open, I've been noticing some like creaking noise, definitely associated with the trailer. So I've been noticing it, so I finally did some like backing up and forward, did some jerking motions to try and recreate that. And it looked like maybe the ball was worn, but I think we found the problem, and maybe this will help some of you guys out. Oh, there you go, here, do that. The actual receiver, where it hits the ball, is kind of loose. So let me show you that underneath, and I think that is what is creating the rocking issue. Yeah, see that? Okay. So I think that might be our issue, whether it's just the actual ball piece or this whole entire plate being worn. That is definitely something we want to try and get looked at and get changed. Little sloppiness is never good. Put that back in. Of course, these nice plastic fender liners that keep everything nice. We can't move our thing out enough to get the ball out. So we're going to have to take the fender liner out eventually, but for now, we can save that because we're not going to be towing anytime soon. So I will check that out very soon though. Okay, now on to removing the shock to measure. Oh, UPS man's here. UPS man coming in hot. I think it's for the wife though.
So much stuff for me.
So the shock, the first thing that we are going to do is take off the top nut to the shock right here, and then probably take off the plate and then grab the bottom bolt. I don't know if there's a specific order. It really doesn't make too much of a difference, but getting the load off of the bottom bolt might help, might not. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. Send it.
Got him. Alrighty, so the factory shock, well, these aren't factory, these are Bilsteins, but the shock is out, and what you're going to want to do if you're going to try and get like custom shocks kind of like this is you're going to need to know the eye hole diameter on the bottom and then the stud information on top and the hole diameter of what these bushings are going to do. That way you can try and match up, and then all you really need besides the top and the bottom there is the measurement length, and that's what we're going to do now. So what we did is we put our bolt back in the bottom, and then we are simply going to measure from the bottom of that bolt to the top there, and that is going to give our resting position. That way we know that is basically going to be like the static middle. So we need travel up and down from that point. All right, so I took the shock boot off just to show you guys a little demonstration here exactly. So we measured 14 from the center of the eye hole to the top plate of where it's currently sitting right now. So roughly, if you're looking at here, this is like almost 13. So on the rebound, I believe, which is considered the down movement, or is that compression? I don't know.
Compression will be down.
Compression. Snap on Ryan saying compression down, so if he's wrong, it's all his fault. So less than an inch, and then obviously look at how much travel this shock is supposed to have. So heavily favored one way, which basically is kind of why I always recommend, honestly, lowering a truck that you drive like this all the time. Not recommended. It does not ride as nice at all, because when you're cutting a coil, you're really kind of taking out some of the movement that it was designed to have. So like I mentioned, not a really everyday daily driver kind of mod that I would ever recommend. Some of that being the shocks don't have enough travel, so that's what we got. We're going to measure these, measure the stud. We know what our overall is, so we want to make sure that we have enough movement up and enough movement down on this new shock. So it's going to take quite a bit of hunting and probably some phone calls to figure out exactly what I need. Okay, so battery died, but I was basically just wrapping up saying that it's going to take a couple phone calls and figure out exactly what's going to work and what isn't going to work, and yada yada yada, so forth. This is the kind of stuff that is not, you're not going to find a part number for. You're not going to go on online and they're going to be like, oh, fits trucks with a, you know, a lowered coil and has shock. No, you're going to have to do some leg work, get the hole diameter, get the stud diameter, get where you need to be, and then make some phone calls. And honestly, it's probably going to take me quite a bit of time calling around and finding what I need. So, but that is the extra effort it takes to have something like this.
Before YouTube corrects me, it is rebound.
It is rebound?
It is rebound.
Oh, so I was right.
You were right.
Compression.
You would think the shock going in would be compression, but it's actually coming back to its natural state would be compression.
See, I think that compression would be going down.
That's what I would think, but...
So the interwebs told us wrong.
I had to double check because I knew I'd get corrected anyways.
That's right. All right, so obviously the one shock is still in. We're going to wait till we have both sides. Hopefully something we can get that's in stock, ready to go, and can get thrown in when we get back from vacation. I will still be making videos while I'm on vacation. I have a couple topics just to talk about and maybe throw in some vacation stuff with it. But if you guys have a topic that, you know, would be like a 5 or 10 minute discussion, I think the one I might do is like a 5.9 versus 6.7 and the pros and cons and where I kind of stand with that whole argument. If there's something like that that you guys want to listen to me blab about for a couple of minutes, let me know down below and maybe I'll do one of those. So I am still going to be doing videos. Johnny said that he is going to do a A+ effort at trying to video on his cell phone, so I might throw some of that in, but just so you guys know, I will still be making videos. Alrighty guys, so it is the next morning. Didn't even get a chance to close out the video. Had some things come up that needed the attention, so thank you guys so much for watching. Look forward to tomorrow's video. We got a lot going on in that one as well. Today we're going to try and hunt down some shocks, get those ordered up, get the rest of the stuff ordered up for the 05. So that way when we get back from vacation, we will be ready to go. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button before you leave, subscribe. If you haven't already, go check out wrenchworks.com. If you haven't already, to enter the giveaway. I will see you guys tomorrow. See you.